Hey all, welcome back. Today we're checking out what Scottish people think of America.
As a Scottish person, what's your view on America?
On America? I've been to America a few times.
I should say, be sure to go to Good Thinking TV and like and subscribe. But also, I reached out to Good Thinking TV to ask if I could post a reaction. I haven't heard a reply. So, like, taking a risk here. If you are Good Thinking TV and you want me to take this down, I'll do it, no problem. Be sure to wash this before I have to delete it, you know what I mean? That's my hook. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen it. We'll see. What? I don't know. But be sure to go to Good Thinking TV and like and subscribe. Okay. Oh, America. I've been to America a few times. Well,
And I've travelled across America. America's brilliant. It's really, really good.
You went
and it's
across?
so different when you travel from one end to the other. So I went down the deep south, North Carolina, all the way down to New Orleans. And I found it really, really lovely and really friendly. And even when I was in New York, I found New York fascinating as well. Very different. I think Americans are, most of them, are nice.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of them don't, but some of them are like...
okay. I know this is a rare, probably a rare comment that we're going to hear. This guy loves America. I think he gets it. I like this guy. I want to party with the Scot guy. Wait, the Scottish person.
Most of them are nice.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of them don't, but some of them are like saying America's the greatest country on earth, when I'm thinking, I mean, what's your proof for that? Like, I mean, I think Scotland's great, but I wouldn't go and say Scotland's the best country in the world, but I think it's really good compared to some. And I think America's a great country compared to some, but sometimes I think they're a little bit kind of closed off from the rest of the world. But I think they're very friendly though. Like, I've gone to New York and everyone's so polite, so
Really?
nice.
What comes to your mind when I say
That's funny. New York has a reputation of people being jerks or unfriendly. We do have that view, you know. We get a couple Budweisers in us, and we're invincible. We're the greatest thing ever, you know? Yeah. I think the intention of that is good. It's like a brotherhood, being proud of our family and our ancestors. We don't mean to exclude the other places, but it just kind of happens, you know. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. I like her too. Okay, what comes to your mind when I say America? Uh-oh.
America.
Fucked up.
Okay. Why?
Politics and
Yeah.
Donald Trump is just an idiot, and the way that the whole Black Lives Matter has been handled is just, again, a shambles.
I like Americans.
Wow. Oh. The kid's not wrong. Okay. Oh, I like Americans. Oh.
I like Donald Trump as well, funny enough. Very few people seem to. I thought he was a man of vision, and he lived in an age where people were different. All this carry on about being cruel to women and that, I think is a load of nonsense. In his day, it was quite normal for a guy to pat a woman on the bum, whereas now it'd be offensive.
I guess I quite like.
Interesting argument. There have been rumors of people being stopped at the border, having their phones searched for political commentary or evidence of political associations. So, strangely, no comment.
Like the continent, or I like the idea of the continent. Some of the current politics does with Trump, who must be gotten rid of. But no, mostly I really like America. Used to live there.
Oh yeah.
Got lots of friends there. We'd like to take our kids there.
The States. Love the States.
I like this guy. I agree with him. You know what I'm saying?
We'd like to take our kids there.
The States. Love the States. But sometimes the people could be they're in a big bubble. They don't know, some of them don't know what it's like outside the States.
Yeah.
Comes to your mind.
He's right. We don't. Most of us don't. I've been out of the country one time. Mexico's pretty close to here, but I don't want to go down there. People get their heads cut off down there. Or, that's what I hear. I don't know.
Divided.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they actually know what they want, really. In terms of regulation, they prefer the free market, obviously. That's the way they work, but I don't know if they all agree with it, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's messy. It's very messy.
Obviously, you know, there's a lot of kind of the Trump stuff that I would think about, but no, generally Americans are great people. I like them. A lot of them have got Scottish heritage, so America's a kind of huge place with some friendly people, some unfriendly. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. But yeah, America is a great country. Yeah.
I think the fact that America is so huge to British people is kind of hard to conceive, because the UK is quite diverse considering how small it is, but then if you think of it in comparison to the size of the US, it's like, oh my god, how is that one country? I think probably for the most part, America is thought of in terms of its stereotypes, which is unfortunate.
Big country.
Well, yeah. Wait, what did the guy before her say? Oh, right, this guy. Yeah. Y'all, I'm agreeing with all of these people.
Thought of in terms of its stereotypes, which is unfortunate.
Big country, lots of space, big cars, big food, big personalities as well. Yeah,
Sure.
just bigger and better.
What comes
know
to your
about
mind
better.
when I say America?
I'm quite drawn to Native American culture. I feel maybe there is a sort of revival of some of that respect for the land that the Native Americans had.
A very large
I agree. The Native American cultures are fascinating here. I've been to some Native American ruins, and it's beautiful. It's kind of unfortunate that Native American history is not as well documented and not appreciated more here, because it's very interesting. Nice to see a guy in Scotland being into it. That's kind of cool.
divide in people. It's huge.
Yeah.
So a lot of a real mixing pot of culture, completely different to Scotland, I would say. We're so much smaller, and so much less people. So I think if they came to Scotland, they'd see how different it is.
What about America?
It is a big melting pot. I don't want to give away exactly where I live, but there's like these neighborhoods of different groups of people from different parts of the world, all right next to each other. Different kinds of churches and meditation center, like it's all squished up together. You can walk 2 blocks and be in a whole different world.
What about America? What comes to your mind?
Not very positive things. I think it's just a bit out of control. The country's so big, and they've got so much going on. They just think of themselves. In a sense, they're not really thinking past. I saw this interview, which it was kind of similar to this. It was like they were asking about what do you think about the war in Iraq or whatever. They're like, oh, they should just blow them up, nuke them, and then they're like, can you point it on a map? And they just couldn't do it. Like, it's just through the media, without content channels, like just all this information that's just not really relevant to anything. It's just ignorance. It's not their fault, though. I think it's just the way the whole news industry's worked.
I guess there.
Oh my God! Thank you, sir. Yes, he's right. Oh my God. I'm glad y'all know that it's like you don't blame us for our flaws. I appreciate that. Yeah. The news media. Oh God. I don't want to get. It feels like it should be criminal to claim to be a news organization, but just be like entertainment, you know? It feels really wrong.
There's like a fairly strong connection to Scotland historically. I don't know, I feel like there are quite a lot of Americans that come here. The main exposure that Scottish people have to Americans are tourists, so I don't know if that's the most representative.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
The first thing-
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder what the common personality traits are for people who go to Scotland or are tourists in other countries. I guess they're people who have the means to do that, so they have the money. So what else would it be? There's probably some common traits there that I can't think of. Wait, let's ask AI. They are friendly and enjoy having casual conversations with strangers. Okay, and this is just stereotypes. I want scientific, psychological analysis. Maybe ChatGPT would know. Okay, great question. While it's tricky to generalize any large population, especially one as diverse as the U.S., there are some patterns in personality, psychology, travel, behavior research, and cross-cultural studies that give us some science-adjacent guesstimations about common traits in American tourists. Here's a breakdown. Blah, 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 blah. High extroversion. That is one of the stereotypes, too. Americans, on average, score relatively high in extroversion on the Big Five personality scale. But, yeah, I'm trying to separate that from tourists in general. Travel manifestation, tendency to be outgoing, talkative, eager to engage with locals and fellow travelers, and enjoy group activities or social excursions. Okay, yeah. Yeah, these are people that want to get out there. They want to talk to other people. So that's probably part of what becomes the stereotype. Oh, U.S. culture values individualism and self-expression. Okay, yeah. So, Americans may ask direct questions, make specific requests, or offer opinions, even in settings where more indirect communication is the norm. Yes. Oh, interesting. Despite a growing interest in global travel, a majority of Americans still don't own a passport or travel internationally, so those who do may come with enthusiasm but limited exposure. So they're enthusiastic but super ignorant. Excitement and genuine curiosity about foreign cultures, sometimes paired with a lack of cultural nuance or awareness. Often open to learning but prone to cultural faux pas. Very interesting. American culture highly values productivity, structure, and time management. Blah, blah, blah. Preference for itineraries, checklists, and must-see attractions, sometimes seen as rushing through experiences or being impatient with slower, more relaxed cultural rhythms. We're on a schedule. We got to get back to the hotel. We got a plane to catch. We got a train to catch. Informality. U.S. norms tend to blur class distinctions and emphasize comfort over formality. Casual clothing, friendly tone, use of first names with strangers, and an aversion to overly formal or ritualistic customs. Yeah. Oh, wow, it's funny. So just these people who like to get out there and get out there is part of what shapes the stereotypes of Americans, it seems like. Interesting. Okay, on with the video.
He came to my mind was Trump. I think because maybe you mentioned. The first thing that came to my mind was Trump. I think because maybe you mentioned his name before, so it was like.
I guess given all the coverage, it's quite negative at the moment, which is probably unfair. If I was wanted to be balanced, I'd say it's like everyone seems very radicalised, like left and right are just saying all sorts of different things.
Florida, like universities, school, like football games and stuff.
All right.
Land of the brave.
That's more of in line what I was expecting with this video. I wasn't expecting so much DJT stuff. Football games, Florida.
Football games and stuff.
America, land of the brave and the free, but these days with Trump being the president, I just can't understand how he got elected into office, not by the people, not by the general public, but the other voting system which got him in. But I don't know how people don't see through him in America. It's quite sad. It's sad for the American people, but...
Well, we're all affected by him as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, things tend to come across the pond, as they say, that things happen in America, and then we see the influence here. Yeah.
The political thing, it's kind of not quite. I'd probably be a Democrat more than a Republican.
Oh. I like the music. Y'all be sure to go to Good Thinking TV and like and subscribe. They got some good videos, very interesting cultural comparison stuff. I don't like getting all political, but it just makes me sad and frustrated. But after watching this video, I feel like you guys understand that we're not all like that. And we're so similar. We're the same, y'all. We're the same. I want to say thanks to my patrons. Thanks to my Buy Me a Coffee folks. Thank y'all for watching this with me. And I'll see you next time. Later.